Hey guys, thanks for joining me today on my YouTube channel. Today we're going to talk about hat hairstyles, including this big fluffy braid right here. I'm super excited to share with you guys because if you follow me on Instagram, you know that I wear hat hairstyles very often and I think this video is much anticipated. So sit back, follow along. I promise they're going to be really easy and I want to see you guys try them too. For this style, I am going to do my 22-inch layered halo. I've said it before, I'll say it again, when you have dirty hair or just making it easier to style, the halo is the way to go. If you want more information about halo couture extensions and you're not familiar yet, if you're new here, go ahead and head to my website, tailoredlocks.com, and you can get all the information about halos. And if you head to my Instagram, you'll see that there's a ton of information about them too and why I love them. So my hair is dirty. It just makes it so easy to style because you throw the halo on and the halo hair holds a curl really well. So just makes everything look that much better. The nice thing about a hat hairstyle is you don't really have to worry about the halo being on perfectly because no one's gonna see it. It's just gonna add that extra bit of volume in hair so that you can do a cute hairstyle without feeling like, oh, I don't have enough hair to make this braid or bun or whatever you're trying to do. So they're super easy, and if you are not familiar, go ahead and head to my website so you can check out more information on halo couture extensions. Okay, so now that these are in, I am going to pull all my hair to one side, and then I'm gonna decide kind of how much hair I want left out. I'm gonna kind of make sure I have those settled out now so that I'm not trying to pull them out later when things are all tight. Pull it all to the side, and then the other nice thing about a hat hairstyle is typically if I was gonna do like a big braid hairstyle, I would want this to be like have a lot of volume and have like a transition to coming to the side and be like really put together. But because you're gonna put a hat on, it doesn't really matter that much what the rest of this looks like. You're kind of just going for the braid to be your visual. So you can just band this up top and it doesn't really matter. We're going for easy. You know, you're throwing a hat on because your hair's dirty, so it doesn't have to be fancy. So now that this is on, I am gonna do a topsy-tail type braid. And you probably already know about that because I talk about it a lot. And if you caught my blog post, it was all about how you can use that technique to create tons of different styles. So what you do is you're gonna take two little sections on each side, and then you're gonna rubber band it together like this. And then after that, it's gonna create like a little hole in the middle. So you're just gonna open that up, flip it into it, and then you get this twist. So I'm gonna tighten it, and then I'm gonna use my fingers to pinch. I'm holding the base here so that it doesn't get pulled out, and just make this bigger. And then you can tighten it back up and do the same thing again. I like to kind of pull from the middle because then it makes it larger and wider. And then you can kind of pull that one so that it gets brought up closer to it. And just kind of keep fluffing until you like the way that it looks. And then I'm just going to do that again with the hair that's behind. So I'm going to take a little bit more, and I'm not taking the full section. I'm just taking like a portion from the outer edges, because that is what's gonna leave you more hair here to keep continuing that. You could take all of it, but your braid would probably be shorter and fatter. I'm kind of going for length here with this braid, so I'm just taking a little bit from each side, rubber banding it again. Whipping that through. Stretching it out just like before. And the key to this kind of hairstyle is to know that if you're doing this, this is already more than what anyone else is doing. So it doesn't have to be perfect. In fact, having it kind of like messy and imperfect kind of adds to the look and the style, and people are gonna be so wowed by this that they're not gonna notice if it's not perfect. So I definitely want you guys to give it a try, and I know you can do it. It's super simple, and you're gonna get a ton of compliments with dirty hair. Who doesn't want compliments on their hair when it's dirty? Like, that should tell you something, right? So just continuing that process. So now you're kind of starting to get like that really braided, fluffy look. And the reason that I am like stretching it out, but then I'm continuing to pull it tighter here, is it raises the whole thing up to help cover those bands. So if you want it to look a little more seamless, continuing to loosen and then tighten is what's gonna push it up higher, and then you'll get a little bit more of a seamless look. And then once you have like a bigger piece, you can kind of just pull it all together too. So I'm gonna do one more of the topsy tail, and now that the pony is starting to get a lot thinner, you can use the whole thing. Because you still want the braid to be big. And then you're just gonna pull it apart so it makes kind of that braid look too. So the topsy tail braids do have kind of a fishtail look, but the nice thing about having it banded like this and doing a topsy tail over a traditional fishtail is that these pieces aren't going to come out as much. I don't know if you've ever done a fishtail. I'm sure you've gotten to the end of the day and you're like, there's hairs everywhere. Because there's nothing really like keeping it together because you're just crossing over. Whereas this has all these bands, so it's pretty secure. So once I get to the end, I like to kind of tease this up for balance. Make it look a little bit fluffier. And then any hairs that are kind of sticking out, you can add a little spray or leave them if you like it messy. So I'm going to add my hat. Looks amazing. So there you have it. Really cute, big, fluffy braid. Today I'm going for kind of a messy look, so I'm not real worried about it being perfect, using a super simple technique. And I love using this hairstyle, especially with my halo, to just give me that big voluminous braid, and I hope you guys give it a try too. So my next hat hairstyle is going to be similar on the side, and it's going to be a big messy bun. I will say, if you are doing a braid versus a messy bun, you want the starting of the ponytail to kind of sit in a different spot. For a braid, I really like to have the ponytail kind of sit farther forward so that it will come down over my shoulder. For a bun, you kind of want to sit in this back corner of your neck so that it doesn't look like the bun is like sitting on the side of your face, because that's not cute. So start with your pony kind of in the back corner, and then you're gonna take your hair into two sections. You're gonna twist one side in and the other side in, and then you're gonna switch back and forth to create a rope braid. And it doesn't have to be perfect. And then as you hold that at the bottom there, you're gonna loosely and lightly stretch it out a little bit. You don't want to do it too much and have all your hair start sticking out. Just enough to make it a little bit bulkier. And then if it makes it a little bit easier for you too, you can elastic this at the bottom. It's not really necessary because you're going to be rolling it up into a bun, but if it makes it easier for you to handle, then definitely do that. So now I'm just going to take this twist and I'm going to roll it up into a bun, and I'm going to start pinning at the base of it. So I have it held in my fingers by the pony, the very end of the rope braid. And so I'm starting with my pin there, and then I'm going to work my way around. I'm going to pin probably where it's really large so that it's not too heavy. There you go, cute messy bun that has a lot of texture. It's big, it's kind of on the side but kind of in the back, so that from whatever angle people are looking at you, it still looks cute. My goal is to always make all of you feel like you can do this at home yourself. Even though I am a hairstylist, I strive to make everyone feel like they can have fashionable hair, cute hair, voluminous hair, whatever you're looking for, you can have it. So I hope this simple technique gave you a new way to try a bun rather than just twisting it and throwing it up. So definitely give it a try. So this last hairstyle is near and dear to my heart. I wear it probably a couple times a month, and I'm sure you guys have seen it. It's my go-to with dirty hair because it's literally so easy, but it's so cute. I get a ton of compliments. It is my double bun hairstyle. For this one, I really love to use my 16-inch halo. It's an original halo for fullness, and it just gives my hair a little bit of extra volume to work with. Since I am going to be doing 2 buns, it makes them a little bit thicker. I really love my halos. Like I said, they make every hairstyle just a little bit better. But that being said, you don't have to use a halo for this hairstyle. You can still achieve it. It's pretty simple. So just gonna clip this on and throw in my halo. And like I mentioned before, if you are new to the halo game or you're new to my page, I love Halo Couture extensions, and I have a lot more information about it on my website, tailoredlocks.com, or you can head to my Instagram and see lots of different photos and videos about it too. Okay, so you're going to split your hair in half, and then you're going to take both sides, make sure they're about even. And then I like to kind of do these not so far in the back corner like I do the low bun, but not so far in front like the braid kind of in the center, in the middle by my ear. So I want the bun to show when someone looks at me from the front. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull this just a tiny bit through so that it creates like this bubble right here. And you want it to be smaller, the smaller the better, because you can always stretch it out. If you make this part too big, it's going to cause a problem later on. Once you get that done, I'm just going to take the tail and just lightly fluff it a little bit. And then I'm going to loosely twist it and wrap it around. And I'm going to take an elastic and put it over the whole bun, making sure that I get those ends that I just wrapped around tucked in so that it stays. It doesn't have to be perfect. So now I'm just going to take all the little sections. There's the section that's wrapped around the top, and then the section that you first created. And you're just going to stretch them out, make it into a cute little messy bun on the side here. So there's one. Now you're going to do the same thing on this side. making sure to leave out whatever pieces you want to leave out in the front. I always leave a little bit of face framing, even with a hat. Okay, so around once, just a little bit through, a little bit of tease. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed these hat hairstyle tutorials and they gave you some ideas of some quick, simple things to do with your hair. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and comment which hairstyle was your favorite down below. Make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel and I will see you guys next time.